So I want to talk about how this could all fall apart though. And it all starts to fall apart when we get sick. And so each one of these smiling faces is one of your coworkers. Like this is Renee. He's worked here for 10 years. And then over here is Woody, and then Tim's here, and there's Jimmy, you know. Um, and we're all following our safety protocols. And look, we got them more than 6 feet apart, so that's good. And like I'm telling you, so serious. I think that we're going to go into the customers' houses and be really safe and take all these precautions. And because we know each other, it's easy to drop our guard and assume that you're clean and you don't have the germs on you. And I want to tell you, I think our greatest threat of catching this infection is our friends and family, because we trust that they're taking the same precautions. So we have people that have real critical illnesses in our family, and Sarah and I've decided that we're going to take extreme measures for ourselves, because we gotta help her. Sarah's driving her into town. We're gonna keep their kids sometimes, and so if one of us compromises in this house, and then it gets the other one sick, and then it gets Sarah sick, and then Sarah gets her sick, we did something really, really bad. And so just because we feel safe, because we know each other and we're comfortable, or we trust that person, doesn't mean that they don't have the coronavirus on them, right? And so here's what we don't know. So like, if every single employee, so we took all of our office staff and we got them out of the equation for revenue production. And so now you office staff, it's on you with your family and friends and how you choose to do your thing to keep yourself in the game. That's on you. Now, our field staff, they're interfacing with the customers. There's been a ton of focus around them and the customer. And then, but what happens when you go home? How many kids do you have? You have 3 kids. This guy's got 4 kids and a wife. This guy's got 2 wives and 1 kid. What are they doing? What do you are you letting them play with the neighbor kids because it's eternal spring break? Are you having friends over at night? And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. This is a new world right now. This is a new world. We just heard. I got off the phone with Keith, a friend next to our company in New York. They got around 40 techs. 20 of their technicians have either caught the virus or are in quarantine. So half of their company's off the playing field, and they're done. They're done. They're out. And so, and this is, they were having meetings last week, company meetings last week, and their office staff is they've reduced the amount of office staff, but they're rotating through. And I guarantee you, the safe space was what got them. I guarantee you, we're not taking this seriously. It's invisible. Assume that everybody is not following the same precautions you are, and they could be. There's no safe people right now unless you absolutely know that they are taking all the precautions all the time, and all their family members are. If I sound a little bit paranoid, it's because I want you to stay safe. I would love to see you come through this and not have contracted this. And I think you can do it. I really do. But you're going to have to talk with your families about this at home. Now, unfortunately, I think our highest risk players are our install teams. It takes 2 guys to install systems in an attic. You can't do that by yourself. And so you guys, you need to have a real heart-to-heart with your teammate about what they're doing at home. It's typically is nobody's business, but today it's very much your business. Because if their kids are going out at night and partying in town and are playing with the neighbor kids, whatever. their family is putting you at risk to be able to generate income for your family, to be healthy, and then you're going to bring the germs home to your kids. This is, it's crazy that we're having to have this conversation, but if you're working as a team, you got to have a real conversation, and you need to take this very seriously. The germ is in town. We have no idea how many people have it because we can't test for it. So we don't know how big and how spread it is. So we're really flying in the dark here, and we just have to assume most every situation is dangerous, and so we just have to start behaving in a new way. Does that make sense? So we want to stay in business. We want to keep you healthy. We want your families to stay healthy, but it's going to require cooperation. If you run into other technicians at the shop, literally minimum 6 feet distance at all times. This is not a joke. This is going to get you taken out. And this is, I know you could have minor symptoms and you could also have severe symptoms. And we really don't want to play with, we don't want this bug, I promise you. So please be aware all the time, at home, with your friends that hopefully you're virtually talking to. Great time to get an Xbox and start playing video games. Like it's introvert up, and just reach out online. I FaceTime my mom, you know, and make sure she gets to talk. You know, we've got people that we need to take care of that don't need this germ. So your cooperation and your dedication to following these guidelines is going to be so crucial in getting Radiant through this. Now we're positioning ourselves in a marketing way perfectly. Our customers are calling us because they trust us. They trust that we're going to be delivering the cleanest possible installation in a health standard on top of our normal good service. We've earned their trust, and our call volumes are phenomenal, and which is not normal for a lot of companies right now. And our intention is to be the best and to keep delivering at this pace and be Austin's #1 choice to do your emergency repairs during this crisis. And we have to stay on the protocols, but you also can't get sick. You just can't, not from home and not at work. So follow the protocols and take care of yourself. We really care about you guys and your families and want to make sure that you get through this.